90% of trades for winners made as much as they lost. In other words, if you took 90% of the trades that winners had, there were as many which had made money as there were that had lost money. The vast majority of trades, in other words, made a little, lost a little for traders. That's what happened. The vast majority of trades made a little, lost a little. Of the remaining 10% of trades for winners, that's where they seem to make most of their money. You see, 90% of trades just cancel themselves out. They might have made £100 here and then lost £100, or made $100, lost $100. It was in the remaining 10% of trades, that's where they made their money. It was a few big winning trades, but only very few. Now, they wouldn't know ahead of time which of those were going to be, so they knew they had to do a lot of trades. They knew they had to cut back on any losing trades pretty sharpish and pretty quickly. But that's how it worked for them. It was the 10% that made the money. This was based not on the amount of money that they bet, so they didn't do big bets because they didn't know ahead of time which was going to be the big winning trade. But instead, by letting those winning trades continue, those few winning trades were held for longer than average once they knew they had a winner. But winners did not let wins turn into losers by holding on too long either. So they knew there was an average holding period, let's say 10 days. And if after 10 days they were still holding on to a winner, they would tend to still continue. Whereas losers, they're holding on to a winner at their average holding period, they tend to get out of it. Losers tended to cut those winners short. Winners tended to let them continue. And it wasn't that they were taking big bets, because as I said, they didn't know these were going to be winning trades. There might be occasions we found with some winners when a trade was winning that they might add to that bet, but they didn't start off with a lot of money in it. What we also discovered is losers held on longer than average once they knew they had a loser. Something which we said before, but ties in very nicely with this.